Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For if you forgive men when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive men their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins. Matthew 6:9-14. Wonderful soul, my friend. Here we acknowledge Jesus Christ. And as we react to these videos, me and you, interesting types of videos, remember, we are on a mission to spread love, peace, honesty, and forgiveness to all earthlings across the whole world. I am Wedri11H, and today's fruit is anonymous fruit. Let's dive in. Good vibes all the way, my friend. You are loud. Oh, not nice. Power of experience. Oh, look at this. Wow. Wait a minute. This is crazy. How heavy is this hammer? Is this like those hammer in the movie? Or what's up? And good vibes guy can lift you to that.
Jesus has a spiritual message that he'd like me to share with you. Now what I'm about to say is going to be very, very difficult for me to say because millions of people on our planet, they will not agree with this, but I cannot shake this. I've been feeling this all morning. I've been feeling this from him. It's taking a lot of strength, courage and bravery for me to say this, for me to share this message with you. And I say this to all of you with so much love and light. It's not about views, it's not about vanity. And Jesus wants me to even put my money where my mouth is. If this video doesn't reach 11 people within 24 hours, consider this to be resignation. I will never ever post again on this platform. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is because he is telling me to do this. This is what he would like you to know. And again, this is not for views or clout, everybody. I love you. Truly I do. It's not about me being right. It's about divine truth. This is what he wants me to share with you. He did not create religion. Religion was not created by Jesus. Religion was created by man, by society, by the government, as a way to control and to separate people. Jesus never ever wanted us to have religion or to worship him. You must understand how humble he is. When he said, I am the way, I am the truth, no one goes to the Father except through me, he meant to follow in his footsteps, to be like him, to become Christ-like, to see how we are all very similar at the soul level. Religion separates people. He never wanted this. Understand that there's many different faiths and religions, and the need to be right separates us. The thing that unites all of us is love. When you go through spiritual awakening, divine truth starts to come to you. And this is very difficult to say because I know millions of people, they are so into their faith, and God bless them. I would never want to take that away. This is why I had trouble doing this message, because I would never want to take them away from their relationship with God and Jesus. But Jesus is humble. He's the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, Yeshua. He has many different names, but he's also being human. He understands our pain. He understands what we go through. And he's so humble. He would never ask you to bow down before him. He would uplift you. If he saw you kneeling down before him, he would pick you up and hug you instead. He wants you to know this. I feel this strongly. This is difficult for me to say because I understand the hate that I might get personally. I'm just the messenger. And again, I put my money where my mouth is, Lord, because you told me to. But this is his design. And as I'm looking at the clock right now, it is 1:44. If you know what that number means, then you know. But this is what he wants you to know. Love is what unites us. Love is the true, I guess, one religion, but let's not even use that word. Love is what unites us. All of us, our soul comes from the same source energy, from heaven, God's source energy. Jesus wishes you to become like him, be Christ-like.
Oh wow, good vibes. Love, my friends, to everybody. What machine is this? Oh my god, my friend, what machine is this?
Quantum computer.
Quantum computer, what is that? Oh my god, quantum computer. Now what are these things here? They look like, I don't know. What are these? Microchips, this is crazy. And in other places, good vibes guy here. What? Oh my god. The dog. Does the man here want to scare the dog, or what's his intentions? Oh, the dog is just being dramatic and does not want. Oh my god. It hasn't realized and seen what's going on. Oh, it's a cat, by the way. It just refused to
want to
move.
point this out. So you've got everyone doing this all the time, right? So people think it's the peace sign, which is a couple of things for that. So first of all, the peace sign, if you look at it, it's actually the way it's drawn up. That's actually meant to be Jesus on the cross with his arms broken, because that's what it's all about. It's all about anti-Jesus. That's what this whole thing's about. So V, these people do what's called gematria, where they turn letters into numbers. Like Fox, F-O-X, is 666. F is 6, O is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, and X is 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, is how they roll. This is V, right? What's V in the alphabet? 22. So what's the big deal here? Well, there was 22 named fallen angels in the Bible, and that's who they're saluting. So when everybody keeps doing this symbol with their fingers, thinking it's peace symbol, you're actually doing something that are 22 fallen angels. And that's why you got the drink V, yeah? Along with your monster energy, the 666, with the three things going down. So these people are scum. Watch out what you're doing with your fingers when you're doing this stuff, because it's all planned.
Oh my god. Good vibes. Always spread love. Look at this. Oh. And in other places of the world, the dog here decided, oh, is it the dog or the pig? Wait a minute. Good people of Earth. Here I can see ducks chilling with an animal that looks like a pig or a dog. Anyway, leave your comments about that. There's a race here. Oh, and you can see these children and good vibes children are ready to begin the race. Oh, wait. Okay. These guys are pretty excited and everyone wants to start theirs. Oh, but wait a minute. Our African friend there does not have shoes on. This one is quite relatable, you see? Oh my god, he ran barefoot and wow. But maybe the shoes reduce speed, you see? You tell me, my friend. But you see, running on bare feet, my friend, is another thing. It feels different. Good
They're
vibes.
hiding the true answer to this question from us. How is it that people who used horses and buggies constructed gigantic, intricate buildings like these? They allegedly only used hammers, manual saws, and basic tools. Does that make any sense to you? Look at these grand structures and ask yourself, how could they achieve all this with such primitive methods? It makes you wonder if our historical timeline is accurate or completely fabricated to hide something. It gets even scarier. What if the dates on these buildings are wrong? Imagine if that number 1 wasn't a 1 at all. Our history could be off by 1,000 years. This brings us to who could have built these intricate structures. Have you ever heard of Tartaria? Tartaria is a colossal empire that conveniently gets left out of mainstream history. But you can never truly erase history, as many references can be found in old maps and documents. Tartaria was a highly advanced civilization with technology and knowledge far beyond what we can imagine. They have even been credited to have built the Great Wall of China and many of these intricate buildings pictured earlier. Could Tartaria be the missing link that explains these architectural marvels and historical anomalies?
My friends, what do you think about that?
Yes, a very rare photo of Marshall Mathers, B. Rabbit, Eminem, and Slim Shady. If you know, you know.
Ancient culture talks of the reptilians who came to this planet and made their home deep into the earth, doing experiments, creating abominations, splicing the genes of different creatures of this planet, including the original man and woman, the Homo sapien, grafting their DNA with a Neanderthal hominid, to create monstrosities. These are legends spoken of in many cultures all around the world, but vastly ignored. Why? They say there's truth behind every tale. Is there truth behind this tale of the fallen ones, seeing the daughters of man? Study. For the more you study, the more options you will have. And the more options definitely means the more power. Check out the Book of Enoch.
Wow. Those are
This man has gone viral because he has an incredible talent. His talent is that while descending an escalator, he has the ability to stop it completely. And it's not just on this escalator, he can do it on any escalator, anywhere he goes. But the craziest thing is that if you look at the people around him, they have no idea what's happening. Do you know how he did it?
How? How did he do it? Prayer answered instantly. Good vibes child here was praying. Praying for what? Let's see what they were praying for. Oh, they are praying which was on the roof and it came down. Wow, that is a good vibes. Pray always good vibes, people. Hey. Hey. That looks like a bat, but about the head now is where is a big was. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, what could this be? A fish. A fish or that raw. Oh my god. And it's a mud fish. You mean this one is a mud fish? Oh, that is the real mud fish, I tell you, my friends. And some guy here, like from Toy Story, looks like he's alive. Is that real story? Or just humans doing some tricks here for us, you see? Hey, wait a minute. You mean these dolls is like they were moving on their own? How? How is this possible? Wait a minute. Good vibes, people. How can you explain this? Or this one is now the movie of those dolls in real life. Because how can you explain this? And that's it's a movie. Because how can these dolls move like this in real life? Oh, this is incredible. These toys look nice. Oh, myself as a child, I could have wanted to get this one. Even right now, I couldn't mind. You see the type of toys we have from this side of the world, my friends. Let me tell you a little bit. These which can scare children. Toys that when you look at them, if you are not careful, it can hurt you, you see? But we prayed and grew up, became good vibes people. And all of that is because of God. And this good vibes cat here understands skating. This is unbelievable. How can it do this? Oh, English people. I'm sure this dog is from those sides of yours. Because I have seen dogs from this side of the world, my friend. And the dogs here only know how to deal with forests and village stuff. That one can be surprised at that dog.
He felt something following him, but as he turned around, this happens. A man by the name Bambo was hiking through the Pocomoke State Forest when he begins to feel like he's being followed. Worried for his safety since he's all alone, he begins to record and captures this.
Hola, me encuentro en el Pocomoke State Forest, en Maryland. Este es uno de los bosques más embrujados de Maryland. Llevo 25 minutos adentrándome aquí en el bosque. No he sentido así una sensación muy rara, pero algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron?
From within the silent woods, something can be heard moving quickly behind him.
Bueno, espero hayan escuchado, pero les digo, sí hay sensación Es una sensación rara aquí en este Pocomo State Forest, que han sucedido muchas cosas, asesinatos, desapariciones. Bueno, si desaparezco ya saben dónde estoy, en el Pocomo State Forest.
Unable to find whatever's stalking him, he makes his way out. Due to Maryland being the home of the infamous Black Hills Forest from the Blair Witch Tale, could it be that he was being stalked by something otherworldly? Animal or not, I'll let you decide.
What could that have been, my friends? Oh, if you don't believe in fate traps, then my friend tell me what could this be. Myself, I have also heard about them and seen them in these videos, you see? So let's take a look at this and... oh my god, do you see those creatures there inside the tree? It's like there is someone peeping or looking at us. How is this possible? These insects is like they have really advanced, my friends, you see? Oh, we just leave them for some years without observing them, and now insects can even make houses in trees. How is this possible? What are vibes and things? Oh, this is crazy stuff. Unbelievable. Oh, some people believe that these are fate traps. When you find the trees have done some weird entangling there, it's crazy. And in other places, something like this was washed up to the shore. What does this look like, my friends? The most obvious fate trap these guys have ever encountered. Wait a minute. Now, about these fate traps, because myself I don't know about them. How is it a trap? Will you go there and then those stuff will capture you, or what will happen? Or where is the trap, my friends? You see? Because I'm seeing good vibes guys are passing there normally, walking and nothing is happening. How? Tell us, my friends, if you know anything about it. Leave comments, please.
You want to know the one biggest thing that woke me up out of the Matrix? You're looking at it. This is the star Sirius. And this is what it actually looks like through thousands upon thousands upon thousands of amateurs instead of that one government organization with the 4 letters. Now, I can't explain how I came upon this other than the fact that I swear to you, I think God tapped me on the shoulder and said, Tyler, you need to study the stars. And boy, what I found sure woke me up. But what woke me up wasn't just the fact that I found out that stars weren't what I always thought they were for 42 years. No, it's what I found in the stars. And when I slow these down and I give you still images, some of you are going to see it. Some of you who are enlightened and have some spirituality already will be able to see it. Others of you won't. But there are dogs in these stars. Every little flicker of light is a different dog. And I'm going to show you. And like I said, I don't think all of you are going to be able to see it. And sometimes I hesitate to show this because I don't want to lose credibility. But credibility isn't what I'm going for. I'm going for truth and spreading it and waking people up to where we actually are and who created where we actually are. Now I'm going to go through some of these still shots and point them out, but I don't want you to just believe me. I want you to go experiment and find these on your own, because for all you know, I could have created these dog faces, like this nose and 2 eyes, and this nose and 2 eyes, and this a little bit elongated forehead but nose and 2 eyes, and cockeyed face but nose and 2 eyes, and even a tongue, and cute little face, and again, nose and 2 eyes. And this one to me looks like it's licking its nose. Pretty clear lab face to me. And again, and a little chihuahua looking guy. And kind of a little one there. In this one I tried to do a side by side with the nose and 2 eyes. Looks pretty similar to that one. And again, here's 2 dog faces, one here with a nose, another one with a nose. Obviously this is a real photo, but I tried to match it up. Now I want to be fully transparent with you guys. I don't have an answer for you of what these are and what this means. The only thing I know 100% is that stars aren't what we were all told. They're not burning balls of gas trillions and quintillions of miles away. They're either some sort of spiritual entity up there, or power source or holding cell for souls, or they're a deception because we're living in Satan's short season, or any one of infinite possibilities in between. I don't know. But what I do need you to know is they're not what we're told. That's the most important part. And go study this yourself. Don't just believe me. And just because this is probably a truth they don't want you to know, I'm gonna say it even though I don't really want to. This is all for entertainment purposes. I'm a satire account. Of course, stars are quintillions of miles away and we can see them with the naked eye. All for entertainment purposes.
Hello, my friends. All for entertainment purposes. Crazy stuff.
What would happen if I didn't give the dog any commands? Well, let's find out. So the answer is absolutely nothing. So I walked into this field like we were going to herd these sheep, and then I just didn't give any command. And a good sheepdog should know if you've not been given a command, you should not go herding sheep. So if a sheepdog was to go out and work by itself or go looking for work by itself, then it would be potentially dangerous to the sheep, and it wouldn't be herding, it would be worrying livestock at that point. So there you go, a well-trained sheepdog should not go out herding sheep unless it's been given a command.
Good vibes to all the dog owners.
So I don't want to go into too much detail about the eclipse itself. However, I do want to focus on a key point in history that is a forgotten piece of history. Essentially, the Moorish science community, the Moors, basically, which is a generalized term of anyone of African descent. This is what was the term that was referred to as anybody. So pretty much anyone who is considered African American is technically a Moors, like a Moors descendant, being a descendant from Africa, being south of the equator. The term black is a magic spell that has been used to trick people into a false identity. The word black itself literally means Blake, which means white. So this is a trick by the Aryan supremacy, being the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is now the Holy Roman Empire. If you're familiar with my content, we've gone over this tremendously. So long story short, people don't know about the Moors becoming friends and also uniting and even adopted and grafted into the Scottish families. So basically from Scotland all the way to northern Africa, being Egypt and everything else, there was a peace treaty that was established long ago, because we were all like our ancestors that branched out essentially were brought out of captivity. This is where we go back into the story of like Moses and everything too. The real story, the real history, not just the biblical allegories and all this other stuff. All of that stuff is strategically hidden in code for a very specific reason, because there's another group of people which is all about conquering and basically owning people, owning slaves, which was the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire came in, conquered everything. They were the ones that conquered the Egyptian Empire and basically held people captive. This ties in even with Jesus, the story of Jesus, the real story of Jesus and the Arabians. Arabs and the Jews were basically, Jesus was telling both of them that y'all are brothers, like love one another.
My friend, this is for entertainment.
I'm about to share with you images I don't believe anybody has seen. The South Atlantic blob anomaly. I have a whole playlist on this now. I've showed you how the blob appears above Bouvet Island. I've showed you how satellite images have this area blocked out on one of the days the blob was appearing, and how if you go northwest there's a very strange, almost Yagi-Uda antenna pattern. But look at this. These were sent to me from someone who monitors NASA cloud images. Look at the shape coming from Bouvet Island. I'm just a lowly ham radio operator. Okay, I just took an interest in this and I'm sharing videos. What is this coming from Bouvet Island? It's consistent. Over years, we're talking years. I'm putting the dates. You guys tell me, did stuff happen around these dates? Look at this one. What? What? It's just... You guys tell me what you think of this. Please tell me there's a logical reason for this.
That looks very abnormal.
Many times when you grieve, when you miss them, when you cry at what you perceive to be their absence, the paradox is the reason you're feeling that is because they're actually with you. Do you understand? Many times when you remember them and you suddenly find yourself crying, that's actually your reaction to the fact that they're with you. Because you're interpreting the fact that they're with you as they're not being with you. And that's why it goes into grief, instead of actually feeling their energy and going, oh, you're here.
Oh my god. New stuff from that guy every day. Good vibes. God always protect people, my friend. You see? Oh, brother man there. God loves him incredibly. You see? Always pray that God will protect you. See? And I wish you blessings and
I
love.
was ready to talk about angels. This is gonna trigger a lot of people and ruffle some feathers, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. Let's talk about angels. The highest angel are the Elohai Elohim. They have their Elohai Elohim council of angels. And then you have the Oraphim. Then you have the archangels, you have the regular angels, and then the cherubims. So Michael and Metatron. It was supposed to be Michael, Metatron, Melchizedek. And they were very close to Source, but Michael and Metatron kind of sided with the fallen angelics, and they had the dramatic fall from the heavens on earth, the fallen angels. So Michael and Metatron, they got demoted down to archangel status, because if you were really, really super close to Source, you would have been an Elohai Elohim. And so the Nephilim Anunnaki hybrids from the Orion group staged the Nephilim Wars, in which they failed to conquer the planet. But they set themselves up as the imposter Michael Matrix. This is the direct support of the Luciferian covenant, because again Lucifer fell, and this started the whole one world order agenda. They wanted to get out of Source. They didn't want to be around Source anymore. And then the identity of the Christ Michael, this is where the Belial Sun Anunnaki agenda. So now these fallen Nephilim Luciferian entities that has been masquerading as the Archangel Michael since the Luciferian rebellion, the false light, Archangel Michael Matrix is a mind control broadcast that is like a biological weapon used to track and hunt spiritually awakened indigos, which is designed to transmit a lot of these artificial frequencies. This is what happened to me, because I'm an Indigo 3, and what they do is they reverse your fire letters in your DNA template and then distort it. And, you know, a lot of Indigo 3s, this happens to them, because the agreement is if you have a Nephilim and Oraphim and your soul, you are assisting in the rehabilitation of the Nephilim consciousness. That's what the mission of the Indigo 3s are. If the individual succumbs to this Nephilim shadow self, it's almost like the person can be groomed or possessed by the fallen entities that are running these reversal frequencies under the Michael blueprint. So generally, Archangel Michael teachings are connected to the Jehovian entities that had infiltrated a lot of the New Age under the moniker of the Galactic Federation. Now, these imposters are fully supporting Thothian, Leviathians, and just taking part in this galactic slave trade. The Leviathians, raised, they make up a lot of the incarnated Luciferian bloodlines, which are the power elites, and has been given the blueprint for the Great Reset or the One World Order. And so with the return of the original Christ Michael into our realm, that means that a lot of these dark entities, they're going to have to face the Holy Father, which is the original source, which we should have been the law of one, but they wanted to separate, and they will have to face the real God. So the event this will generate a lot of confusion in the new age space, because there's still a lot of like perception control filters, a lot of like mind matrices. These are programs that they've been putting onto people, and you have to like clean yourself. And so a lot of like sorcery that hijacks the 6D type of coding within the indigo lineages, because a lot of us have the DNA from way back then in Lemuria, where, you know, the original Hyperborean families, and they were supposed to bring those Edenic codes to plant it here on Gaia to be heaven on earth. But they wanted to separate from source because they wanted to create their own world, to be their own gods, and they didn't want to be a part of source anymore. They wanted to be their own people, but they had the free will to do that. And so it created a lot of issues. This just cascaded all throughout like the galaxy, and you know, they've done all of these like bad things to other races too. But yeah, just a little bit snippet of this story, but there's so many more. It's layers and layers. There's so